Crypto has started to pump, but will this move continue? Is this the move that we've all been waiting for, where we see a significant upside return from the altcoins that we've been holding? Well, with Bitcoin returning towards $100,000, confidence is slowly recovering across the market. But many altcoins still lag far behind and are not showing huge signs of recovery just yet. Well, that's because one altcoin, which is Ethereum, needs to flash significant signals telling us that it is time to see big growth across the altcoin market. And I think there's very early signs of that showing right now. So I'm going to talk about why Ethereum holds the keys and why the wider altcoin market might just be the most opportunistic trade in all of 2026 just right now. Do me a favor, hit the like button, and let's get into today's video. Now guys, before we dive in and find out exactly why Ethereum holds the keys and the signal that is flashing to us right now that a strong altcoin recovery is just ahead of us, just a quick disclaimer. Nothing I say in this video is financial advice. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. If you wish to invest in crypto, you should understand that it's risky and you can lose money. So don't risk money that you can't afford to lose, and always do your own research before investing in anything. Now that we got that out of the way, let's crack on with it. Now guys, let's have a quick overview of what's been going on in the market over the last few days ago since I made my last video. Now in my last video, I told you to pay attention to this. I was saying that the Bitcoin longs from the Bitunix whales had started to decline. And this has always been a major signal telling us that we could be expecting a big shift in the Bitcoin price. Now lo and behold, this has happened pretty much to a T with what we were expecting. Maybe even a little bit earlier than we were expecting, because Bitcoin is now pushing up to around $96,000 to $97,000. Now, Bitunix whales have been closing out their long positions like they typically do every time Bitcoin leaves an area of panic, fear, and worry and starts to return to areas or time where people begin to be more confident. As price falls, Bitunix whales open long positions because they're basically DCAing in through leveraged longs, and then they close out their long positions as price begins to rise after significant periods of low volatility. Right now, we're starting to see this. But if you go across to crypto Twitter and everywhere else, people will be telling you right now that this isn't a move that you should be trusting. This is exactly like the bull market when it ended in 2021 into 2022, where we should be getting a dead cat bounce. Now, a dead cat bounce is basically where price shows a bit of recovery and then just dies and flops towards the downside. Now, what you can see right now is a key area to be paying attention to, which Bitcoin is running into and is likely going to see a little bit of short-term chop. You can see in the past, Bitcoin bounced at this area, got rejected, went up, turned it into support, and more support here, then rejected. And now what you can see is price going back up into this zone. So we could be expecting to have a little chop. So, should we still be confident in this run, or are we going to get rejected because of this moving average and some chart over here with lots of colors and the CME gap or whatever else it is? Well, it's important to understand what is driving this move, because the chart shows us the end game, the end picture. What we need to understand is what's driving the chart and what has been pushing Bitcoin and the crypto market back up since pretty much the end of November into early December. Well, the answers to this, I believe, can be found over on my Twitter account. And if you're not already following me, it means you're missing out on a lot of key alpha. So go and give me a follow. It's Peter_THOC, okay, or the House of Crypto. And you can see this pinned post at the top. Now, I said I can't stop looking at it. Fed balance sheet on top, and on the bottom, ETH versus Bitcoin. So zooming in, what do we see here? On top, the balance sheet, the Federal Reserve balance sheet. Now, I know I've been boring you to death with this over the last few months, but it's important that we understand what's going on and why this move is happening, because it gives us the confidence to be in the right position before having to have the proof that it's going to happen from the chart. Because by the time you get the proof from the chart, it's already happened. Do you get it? You've got to be in when everyone's panicked, fearful, and worried like they've been over the last few months to be able to capture the best trade. And in my opinion, we're starting to run out of time there, because I don't think we're going to have the opportunities around for much longer, as price is very likely to increase pretty damn soon. Now you can see we go through red, green, red, green. Red is quantitative tightening. Federal Reserve basically shrinks its balance sheet to slow the growth of the economy, to make things more sustainable, bring down inflation and other things like that. This basically sends a trigger to the wider market that actually you shouldn't be taking risky trades. You should avoid taking risk trades, and as you know, crypto is pretty damn risky. So crypto tends to not do so well during these tightening periods. Crypto, however, does really, really well when markets are in risk-on periods and expansion in the green periods. And you can see this causes balance sheet to go up. Then balance sheet goes down, and now balance sheet is beginning to go up. Because remember, at the start of December, which is when Bitcoin slowly started to show recovery, we had the Fed ending quantitative tightening. Now, it didn't officially start quantitative easing, but what they did start doing was printing money to buy T-bills. Effectively, they're printing money to buy up their own debt. This is having the same effect, which is why you're seeing this little blip here in a change of direction for the Fed balance sheet. Now below, what is the effect on this? You can see this is ETH versus Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin has been doing pretty well over the last few years despite this tightening, but ultimately what we want to see is the altcoins outperforming Bitcoin. And if you can flip back to remembering the path to altcoin season, you go Bitcoin, then into Ethereum, and then into the wider market. Ethereum, as you can see here, does outperform Bitcoin during periods of QE. Right now, we are moving into period of QE, or at least having the effect of QE. There'll be more rate cuts coming this year, more QE coming, etc. And this will lead to Ethereum massively outperforming Bitcoin, breaking it out of this channel that it's been in since 2022. Bullish. Very exciting, particularly for the altcoins. So we basically need to go and pay attention to what's happening on Ethereum right now. Now, whether you hold Ethereum or not is not really my concern. Remember, Ethereum will likely lead the next charge for altcoins. It's showing the very early stages of this, basically having strong performance against Bitcoin on the chart. And it's not just the charts to pay attention to, but there's other things going on. This is Ethereum's network growth right now, and it is absolutely insane. Over the last few days, around 350,000 new Ethereum wallets per day are being created by users. Despite the price and not being able to break particularly high above $3,400, which is significantly below Ethereum's all-time highs, not only are we seeing this huge growth and adoption, but also a lot of whales have been taking significant positions, which you can see here, buying millions of dollars of ETH every single day. The amount of Ethereum available on exchanges is also starting to shrink to lows that we have not seen for years. Also, if you compare what the Bitunix whales are doing with Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, Bitunix whales are closing out Bitcoin longs, but they're not closing out Ethereum longs right now, which means that they're still holding Ethereum in the belief that there is a lot more upside to come from Ethereum. This is the rotation that often happens and why the path to altcoin season exists. Bitcoin, the lower risk asset, goes up first. Then you move into the altcoins. The ones that see the most adoption, which is Ethereum, whether you like it or not, is the one that's clearly showing the most adoption right now. That then starts to lead. And after that, you will start to see the wider altcoin market regaining confidence. This is the pattern that we've seen happen, play out many times before. So where is ETH right now? Well, you can see that ETH sits just below this key area. Now, crypto or assets like gold, silver, whatever, often trade in different ranges. Now, they bounce around in these different ranges over a period of time where they find the tops, and effectively what happens at the tops is all of the people who buy at the lows start to sell. Selling pressure is too much, it pushes price back down. Price will then find a way back down to the lows of that range. So it basically bounces between different ranges where you have buyers at the bottom and then sellers at the top. Now, after a period of time, sometimes you will see price break beyond a particular range, either to the top or the bottom. Now, if it breaks beyond a range to the top, it's time to be a little bit cautious because typically this means that price is overvalued. Now, on the flip side, if it goes below that particular range, it gives you a good opportunity because during these below range times, effectively the entire market is full of fear, worry, panic, which is why I keep telling you over this time, and I keep trying to show you that the smart money have been accumulating. Big whales, etc., accumulate in this zone. Lots of fear and worry spreads across the retail investors because prices are low, but ultimately behind the scenes, a lot of cogs are turning that show you what is really happening. And right now, we are breaking back towards a fair value zone after bouncing in and around of this deviation. Now, this deviates outside of the trading range, suggesting that Ethereum is very, very close right now to breaking back into its kind of fair value zone. Right now, it's probably very undervalued and will likely push back towards these levels. Now, we're unlikely to see major, crazy altcoin explosions until Ethereum pushes and breaks back above all-time high. Why is that? Well, because ultimately right now you have a little bit more confidence returning, but the majority of people are still not paying attention. Majority of people have been too hurt by crypto over the past few years. They don't want to be here. If you are here right now, you're watching this video and you've been watching videos over the past few months, not only thank you for supporting my channel during a very difficult time for everyone, okay, but also congratulations on being able to kind of stick through the tough times because that will pay massive dividends as the market starts to recover. Because obviously you've learned a lot throughout the period of time, but not only that, your position nice and early. Most people won't be paying attention until Bitcoin is at least back above all-time highs. Because all of the people who are bearish, their theory about being bearish right now is that we're going to get a dead cat bounce. And that dead cat bounce can potentially happen all the way up to all-time highs, at which point it's too late. And basically the entire market will have recovered strongly. So you've got to build your thesis beyond what's happening in just the charts, which is why I keep banging on about macro and all the boring stuff. Hopefully you found it useful. Let me know down below if it's been of any help. Okay, so my idea, basically what will happen is we'll see Bitcoin recovering strongly, we'll see Ethereum recover strongly, and then a lot of other altcoins will see significant recovery. Now, we are already seeing the early stages of a lot of altcoins seeing strong recoveries, okay? We have coins like Render seeing over a few 100% return in just the last couple of weeks. You've had other coins out there, Sui having a good run, Pengu, meme coins seeing some good pickup. You've seen a lot of the earlier pickups going on, but still many altcoins like Ondo Finance, like Sui, like HBAR, like Fetch AI, are all sat in their deviation zones. Okay, they're still yet to get back into that fair value trading zone. So effectively, all I've been doing is trying to build confidence in the fact that there are conditions out there that are changing, that are leading to a strong bull market ahead. And I've been positioning myself in altcoins with the strongest fundamentals that are the most undervalued right now. If you are buying into the altcoins that have already seen some of the strongest recoveries, I'm sorry, but ultimately that's what's going to get you in trouble. Remember, everything is about building confidence and building understanding in what goes on before that chart gives you the proof. You have to be able to prove to yourself what's going to perform strongly before the chart gives you the answer, because by then it's too late and many of the smart money have been accumulating at lows and they will be selling to you as you start to buy in later on. So hopefully that gives you a bit of understanding as to why altcoins will start to get running soon. Okay, and it might take a little bit longer for some of your smaller cap altcoins to get running compared to maybe some of the larger caps. You will see Ethereum likely performing the best, and then you'll see kind of other big household crypto names then getting running first, with obviously a few anomalies going on. Now, in tomorrow's video, I believe it's going to be tomorrow, maybe it's going to be on Saturday, I will talk about which altcoins in particular, which narratives I'm personally looking into, because a lot of them, if you're just looking at charts, you're probably not going to be able to recognize, not going to be able to notice that these are likely going to be ones that everyone's talking about later on this year, but by then it will be too late. So if you want to be able to look into those and understand how I'm identifying different altcoins I think you're going to see strong runs, then make sure you subscribe to the House of Crypto to check out that. Now, obviously, in the short term, we can see potentially price getting rejected and bouncing around here. Ultimately, Ethereum looks pretty strong right now. You see ascending triangle showing you that each and every time price is pushed down, buyers are coming in at higher and higher levels. This is pretty bullish. Eventually, you're going to see Ethereum break here. Notice how yesterday, Bitcoin broke out of its zone. Remember, phase 1 is followed by phase 2 for Ethereum. Ethereum will likely break from here. When Ethereum breaks from here, you're going to see a lot of altcoins seeing a big shove as well. But predominantly the bigger, larger cap alts will see the most confidence returning first, typically always the way. If you can think back to December 2024, we saw like XRP, Cardano, HBAR, a lot of other big names starting to run strongly. But obviously, in the short term, there is room for this to get bounced down to this zone, bounce around a little bit before we can see continuation fully. It doesn't really matter if you are just holding on spot or very low leverage, kind of leverage positions. Now, something I've personally been doing during this period of time is to run trades using bot. Now, as you can see, a lot of these trades down below are in pretty good profits. But what they've been doing out through the last few months I've been having these running is they basically have all of these buy positions down here and all of these sell positions. So even when the market's going sideways, not really doing much, it's been gaining lots of profits in that interim. Okay, it's been basically buying the dip automatically for me, selling kind of any time, being too overbought, etc. And this has basically allowed me to collect a lot of profit in the background. Not only now are a lot of my trades up, like Ethereum here up $9,000, Bitcoin up $5,000, XRP you can see is in the red, but what is very important is what's happening in the background. Now you can see Solana's up this much, but also it's collected around $381 in profits over the last few months. It's just been trading, buying and selling in that zone. Ethereum doing the same, up $9,000, but nearly $900 in profits collected through that trading range. Now you can see this one, XRP is down, currently $343 on where I opened it, but because it managed to take $71 out of the market, it's now only down $271. So it's de-risking me as we go on. And as price continues to climb, it will take profits along the line. If you want to learn how to set up these bots for yourself so that you can start collecting profits and be able to trade in an automatic way without having to get too fixed up into emotion, then go down below, join the Telegram group, absolutely free. I've made a tutorial in there teaching you exactly how to copy a lot of these different bots that I've been creating, and as well to be able to build these bots for yourself so that you can automatically trade throughout this bull market ahead. Should be a very good time to be getting into them, in my opinion. Now, I hope you found today's video useful. I think we are moving towards much better times in the market. Just be patient. We will have good times ahead, but right now, you know, changeable things can happen from day to day. Just look further into the distance and you probably won't end up being disappointed, but in fact, be very excited about what's coming. Do me a favor, if you got this far through, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, always helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye-bye.